My name's Eric Robbins, married to Susan Robbins, 50 years next year. I was raised in a Christian church, baptized at a young age, felt the Holy Spirit. I behaved with the Holy Spirit in mind and was taught through the church and through my family what was important and how you behaved. High school, military, didn't attend church regularly, but still had a sense of faith and God and who Jesus was. Met my wife in 1975. We got married. We attended the Melba Baptist Church for several years. We're involved with that church. Her mother played the organ. Sue and I sang in the choir. We raised our kids until they were about in high school. And we kind of left the Melba Church. When we left church, I had kind of strayed in terms of my friendships. While we were going to church, some of my friends that I'd had for years fell away. We didn't associate with them much. I felt kind of this vacant emptiness. And that progressed as the years went by, unknowing that that's what was happening. I wasn't living for Jesus. I wasn't living for anybody else much. In the 90s, I joined the Sports Car Club of America, and that's where I met Mike and Linda Billings, and participated in that club for several years. Mike and I switched back as president in different offices within the club. We enjoyed each other's company. I came to realize, associating with them and being around them, that they were different. It was a difference you could see, a difference you could feel, that they were living their beliefs and their trust and faith in Jesus. I knew that I wasn't that way. We moved to Boise in 2000, and after a few years, we wanted to get involved in a church. And Sue says, well, let's try the Baptist church. After all, we were Baptists, basically. We came to True Hope, and I remember the first Sunday walking down the aisle, and I see Mike and Linda Billings. And it was kind of a surprise, but I had a feeling of being back home in a church. Some of it was Pastor Bruce, but a large impact was that Mike and Linda Billings were there. And it just resonated with me in terms of wanting to be back in the fold, back in the flock. One of the things that I've learned from this whole experience with Mike and Linda is that God never leaves you. God was always with me. He never left. I was the one that left him, actually. I strayed, but he was always there. So one, know that God will never leave you. And two, never underestimate the impact that you have on someone because of your behavior, because of how you live your life, because of how you display yourself, present yourself in the world today. And people will see that, and people will notice that, like I did with Mike and Linda. It took several years before I finally caught on, and it finally took. But it was a large part of their presence when I walked in that first day of attending church here that really meant something. And so never underestimate how you can impact someone with your beliefs and the way you behave.